Hello, I'm Ray. Welcome to yet another midweek message. Do you know, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, Wednesday, where are we? 12th October 2022, 7 a.m. and it's dark. It's just getting daylight, but it's dark. Isn't it awful? Back in the summer, I'd wake up at 4 and the sun's coming up. 4 in the morning. Beautiful. Never mind, that's the 4 seasons for you. 7 degrees centigrade, which is 44 Fahrenheit, not too warm today. 1022 millibars, and the wind, well, my flag is limp. Completely limp. I'm looking at the trees over the back. There isn't a breath of air, which actually helps to make it not feel quite so cold, because these days we have the chill factor, don't we? I think that's to do with the wind. So if it's 7 degrees centigrade and you've got quite a wind, then that makes it feel even colder. Something like that anyway. I watched a TV programme last night about the winter of discontent. Have you heard of that? You probably have if you're in the UK and you're getting on a bit in years. 1978. Well, the winter of 78-79, that was known as the winter of discontent, mainly because of strikes, bad weather as well, but strikes by private and later on public sector workers, trade unions demanding massive pay increases, and the Prime Minister, James Callaghan, do you remember Jim Callaghan and the Labour Party? While all this was going on, while the country was in dire straits basically, he was in Barbados on holiday. And of course that didn't go down too well. And after that, Thatcher got in, of course, with the Tories. Not going to talk politics, but a very interesting programme. The Ford workers, the Ford car workers, they wanted, or I think they got 17% pay rise. I believe that's what kicked it all off. They got this massive pay rise, so other people were saying, well, we'll have some of that. And it all went mental. Lorry drivers went on strike, supermarket shelves were empty. And some people are saying we're heading for that again this winter. I really don't know, though. Talking of supermarket shelves, well, not the shelves as such, but supermarkets. I knew someone. No, it's all right. Yes, I knew a girl, but only friends. Nothing else going on, so don't worry. I don't know how I met her, but she was a store detective. Can you believe that? A store detective. Where I lived, there was a small supermarket, and she was in there. She did the rounds. I think she worked, I don't know where she worked, the company she worked for. Perhaps they hired her out, or perhaps she was employed by the chain of small supermarkets, I don't know. But she took me into the kind of back office at this little supermarket and said, have a look at the shoppers. And we looked through this. It wasn't exactly a two-way mirror, but similar, because in those days there weren't cameras. And she said, now look, you can tell by body language and the way people behave, the way they act. And she said, look at that woman there. And I watched this woman. And she did. This woman slipped something into her bag. So this store detective girl was obviously pretty well experienced. Now, the reason I'm telling you all this, I know a lot of you like these stories. Well, there's a bit of a story attached to this, which I won't tell you about now, possibly next Sunday. I met her many years later in a pub, yes. I bet you said that before. Oh, I bet it was in a pub. Yes, it was in a pub. Well, where else do you meet people? Not going to the tennis club, good grief. And a very strange thing happened. She recognised me as she came in. She was with a chap and she recognised me, and I looked over and smiled, and she's shaking her head negatively as if to say, no, go away. Most odd. I shall tell you about that on Sunday. Anyway, hope you're keeping well. Thanks for all your emails. I've still got some to answer. Ray, I haven't answered yours yet. Derek, Julie, I've got a list here of emails to answer. Julie, Sarah. What else have we got? Harry, Richard. I've still got loads to answer. It's taking me an increasing amount of time each week, which is great because obviously I'm getting more and more emails, which is good. It's what it's all about. So, okay, there we are. I'm now going to make Trisha's breakfast and cup of tea, take her breakfast in bed because she's recovering from her gallbladderectomy. Is that right? Gallbladderectomy? I had a toothectomy. That's okay. That still aches my jaw. Anyway, I'll make your ears ache if I go on about my jaw ache. Take care. See you Sunday. Bye-bye for now.